Hello and welcome to another Learn Scratch tutorial. In today's tutorial we're going to show you how to make a Scratch clicker game. This game's absolutely perfect for beginners. It's really easy to make, but it's quite fun and quite addictive. They're really popular at the moment. So how does it work? Well, we've got Scratch the Cat here. Each time you click Scratch the Cat, the score goes up by 1 or by a certain amount. We'll talk about that in a bit. And as you get to a certain point and the number of clicks, you can get bonuses, and I'll show you how they work now. But let's just get this up to 100. There we are. So I'll click this 100 times. There we go. Now, when you get over 100 clicks, if you notice it there, now each time I click, it doesn't go up by 1. The click rate here, as you can see there, goes up by 2. So if I click on it, each time I click on it, it's going to go up by 2 each time. What we can also do as well is if we click upgrade, it will actually give us a click per second. And you'll see this now. If I click on upgrade, there you go. We deduct 100 points because we need to have some kind of penalty, but we deduct 100. However, the score now automatically goes up every second by 1, even without me clicking. So now if I click and it goes up by 1 each second, it's going to increase in its speed, and that upgrade can keep happening. If you click now, I've clicked on upgrade again, now the clicks per second is 2, so it'll go up even faster. There you go. Now if you get over 100, the click rate goes to 2. If you go over 500, it goes to click rate 3. If you get over 1,000, 4, and then you can set it so it goes bigger and bigger and bigger. The bonuses go bigger and bigger and bigger depending on what crazy numbers you get up to. Okay, so there we go. Let's get started. Here we go. Get yourself onto Scratch and create a new project. There we go. I'll just make mine a little bit bigger so we can see it. We've got Scratch the Cat, which is fine. You probably want to change it to your own clicker, but that's fine. And I'm just going to use a nice, simple blue sky. There we go. Good. Oops, why has that done that? So here's Scratch the Cat. It's a little bit small at the moment. We're not going to use these up here to make him bigger, and will become apparent in a minute why. But what we'll do is we'll click onto the costume tab, drag all, select him, and then we'll make him bigger. There we go. That's about the sort of size that I want Scratch the Cat, and we'll put him where I want him to be, which is brilliant. And now what we'll say is OK. When this sprite is clicked, make that nice and big. What we'll do is we'll change the size of him. In fact, we won't change the size. We'll set the size. Set the size to 110%, which is slightly bigger. And then we'll wait a small amount of time, like 0.05 seconds. So that's like a 20th of a second. And then we'll set our size back to 100%. So now, each time we click, it will go a little bit bigger, which is brilliant. What you can also do for your game as well is you can add a sound in there. It's got the default sound is meow, so you could say, okay, let's play the sound meow each time it's clicked. There you go. I'm going to take that off because that will drive me insane, but you can do whatever you want with that. So there you go. Whenever it's clicked, it gets a little bit bigger, which is brilliant. Also, what we need to do now is we need to set up a few variables, and there's 3 variables that we're going to use in this game. There's the clicks, which is the equivalent of the score, and the clicks starts at 0. We're also going to create a variable called clicks per second. That's your free clicks that you get after you've upgraded. Clicks per second. There we go. Now that again, clicks per second starts at 0 because you're not getting any bonus at the start of the game. And the last one is the click rate. Click rate, there we go. And the click rate, this is how much every time you click, how much your clicks goes up by. Now your click rate starts the game as 1, so that every time we click Scratch the Cat, the click goes up by 1. In fact, we can do that now. What we can say here is, okay, when this sprite is clicked, change his size, and then we'll also change the clicks here, change clicks by, and we don't choose 1. what we do is we drag in this click rate. So now, every time, let's just press start, so that resets it. Every time I click, the clicks goes up there, which is brilliant. You can see it going up there, clicks going up, click, 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 click. Perfect, good. So that's the first part done. What we also need to do now is say, okay, when our clicks goes over 100 or a certain amount, we need to increase that click rate. Yes, click rate, isn't it? Yes, increase the click rate. So what do we do there? Well, we'll go here, start, and we'll do a forever loop. And we'll just put a little bit of a weight in there. Let's do 0.1. And what we do now is we do an if statement, and we say, okay, if our clicks is greater than a certain amount, so let's say if our clicks is greater than 100, then we're going to change the set the click rate to 2. So now, hopefully, if we press start again, let's see if we can make this work. You should hopefully see it where if I get over 100, the click rate should change to 2, and it should start going up in twos instead of ones. Let's have a look. There you go, and now you can see it. The click rate is going up by 2, and the clicks is going up in 2s as well. There we go. Brilliant. So there you go. So that's the premise for that. What we'll do here is we'll duplicate, and let's do 500. Set the clicks to 3. Right click, duplicate 1,000. Let's go 4, and make these get exponentially larger. Let's saw something near 5,005, 20,006. There we go. And then we'll do 100,000. You could keep going as much as you want, but there's the basic idea. So, and now all that means is each time it goes up, what it will do is it will increase the click rate, which is fine. That's perfect. Good. So there's your cats. He's now working. The clicks are going up. I'm not going to go all the way to 500, but it should work fine. There we go. So we've done the first bit there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to create a little upgrade button that each time you click it, if you've got over 100 clicks, then it will deduct 100 clicks and it will add to your clicks per second. So let's create ourselves a new sprite from the library, because we're going to use the letters from the library, and we'll find some letters to say upgrade. There we go. So we'll start with a U. So we'll get a new sprite, and there's our U for the new sprite. Just moving down there. And what we do now is we don't add another sprite. We go to the costume part of that sprite, and we add another costume, and we keep going with all of the letters that we need. So there's a P, and then we need the G, and we just keep on going. Upgrades, A, D. I'm going quite quick, but you'll probably go a little bit slower than me when you first start. There we go. So we've got upgrade there, but that's not much use because each letter is only showing one. So what we do now is we click onto the first letter, which is the U, move the U over to the left a bit there, and then we drag the other letters in to that first costume. R, A, D, E. Perfect. Good. And once we've got the upgrade working, I'll just get rid of those other costumes because we don't need those anymore. There we go. So there's my upgrade. Again, it's a little bit large, so we'll just make it a bit smaller to the size we want it, and then put it wherever we need it. There we go. So there's my upgrade button there. We'll move Scratch there. Good. So what are we going to do now? Well, here on the upgrade button, all we need to do is, first of all, we need to do a similar thing here with this when sprite's clicked. So what we'll do is we'll just drag that here over the upgrade. And now, hopefully, yay, it's appeared in there. Just a nice quick time saver. We don't need to keep this bottom block here, though, because otherwise the clicks will go up twice as much. So we'll get rid of that. But now, if you click on the upgrade, again, that pops up big and small. If you notice, it's sort of going a bit up and to the left a bit. The reason is I haven't clicked here on the set costume center, and I haven't clicked in the center of the costume. So it's not, oh no, it's disappeared down there a bit. There we go. So now, there you go. It's popping exactly where we want it to go. There you go. Good. Brilliant. So when that sprite is clicked, we'll just make it pop a bit so it shows that you've actually clicked it. And what we do now is we say, okay, whenever this sprite is clicked, so we'll do another one here. Well, in fact, we can add it in the back of that, can't we? If our clicks are greater than 100, if our clicks are greater than 100, good. What we do now is we increase our clicks per second by 1. So change clicks per second by 1. And we also need to deduct those extra clicks now. Change clicks by, and then do minus 100. There we go. Perfect. So hopefully now, let's have a go. We click on clicks. If we click here on upgrade, if you notice, nothing is happening to the clicks. Nothing is happening to the clicks per second. But if we keep clicking until we get over 100, getting a bit slower this now. Let's try and speed this up. So if we get over 100 clicks, now if we click upgrade, there you go, clicks go back down, but our clicks per second increases by 1. Brilliant, perfect. There we go. And that's sorted there. Now all we need to do is we need to just do something with this clicks per second. So what do? Well, here we go on the upgrade button. We say, okay, when the start button is clicked, forever, wait a second, and then here's the clever bit, change the clicks, because we're going to change this clicks bit here, by whatever the clicks per second is. I haven't got click per second and clicks per second. Okay, there we go. So now, we've reset it all back to 1, our click rate back to 1. There we go. Let's try and click as quick as I can through to here. 50, up to 60. There we go. And hopefully now, there we go. If I click upgrade, there you go. Perfect. So we clicked upgrade, clicks have gone back down, but now they are increasing by 1 per second. Brilliant. So there's the main mechanics of the game sorted. All we really need to do now is we need to get our score displaying using fancy letters instead of just the standard variable display here, because this variable display is a bit boring. We want to do the fancy lettering. Let's just move Scratch down. So what do we do now? Well, what we need to do now is we need to do a similar thing as before. Click Start, click onto Letters. We're going to use these letters, the glow letters. And we need to get glow letters, costumes, 0 through to 9. So what do we do now? Get 0, and then you need to change its name from 0-glow to just 0. That's really important. If you have a problem with your scoring system in a bit, you need to check that you've actually renamed all of these and they're properly named. So there's 0. Let's do my next one, letters. 1 glow, that's called 1. Good. 0, 1. Again, check that. Letters 2. Change that again. That's 2. It's a lot easier to change it now than it is later. I know this because I tried changing them later on before when I was checking it, and it all went completely wrong. So 0, 1, 2, 3. 4. Good. 5. Almost there. There's 6. There we go, 6. Need like a Blue Peter one. Here's one I made earlier, but never mind. Let's go through. There's 7. 8. There we go. Last one. 9. And change that as well. Good. There you go. So now let's just check. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Good. So we got 9 costumes with numbers or numerals on there. What we need to do now is just click Paint a New Costume here and just call it blank. Okay, don't put anything in this costume, should just be called blank. There we go. And there it is. So now what we do is, in fact, let me just put that back to number 3 so you can show you where it is. There we go. Let's make him a little bit smaller. That number should be fine. Good. So what do? Well, we say, okay, at the start of the game, we need to switch our costume to blank, which is good. And we do a forever. There's our forever. And, oh, actually, we'll put our switch costume to blank in there because it's the first thing we need to do. Switch to blank. And then we need to switch the costume to, now here's the clever bit, switch costume to, and we use this letter something of something here. Letter, and we'll do letter 1 of whatever clicks is. Now that's really, really clever. So if clicks is 2, 3, 5, letter 1 will be 2. So there we go. But you can see that now. Nope. There you go. Is that just broken? Oh, letter clicks of, oops, not word. So that's letter 1 of clicks. I've just gone a bit mad there. Wonder why that wasn't working. There you go. That's better. So switch it to letter 1 of clicks. And now you can see it's already starting to work here where clicks is 0 and that number there is at 0. And as I click through, there you go. It changes. It will be stuck on 1 because actually that's now the 10s. It's gone up to 20s. So there you go. That's it. Nice and easy on. There's your code. Switch costume to blank and then switch costume to whatever letter it is of clicks. And then what we do here is we just duplicate that code there, duplicate that sprite, but this time instead of letter 1, it's going to be letter 2. There we go. Duplicate again, move him up. Make sure you get them in the right way around, the numbers in the right way, otherwise they'll add up really, really funnily. There you go, there's number 4th one. And you can keep going all the way along as many as you like. But I'm just going to do 4 for the moment because I don't need any more. And if I click start now, there you go. And now hopefully, there it is. And it will just keep counting all the way up. Let's make sure that I've actually, make sure it works. Let's give it a final test. Here we go. Up to 100. Yep, click rate's increasing by 2 now instead of increasing by 1. Brilliant, that seems to be counting fine. If I click upgrade, there you go. It goes back down to 40, but now it starts counting up in ones. There you go, 48, 49, 50. There you go. Okay, so there's the whole game. That's about as much as you need to do. You can add sound effects, as I said before. If you click onto sounds, and in the effects one here, pop's a nice easy one, so you can say here every time I click it, let's play a sound. There you go. What I always do when I'm doing these things is make sure I do all the sound effects at the end and any music at the end, otherwise it can get quite annoying, which is good. When you press the upgrade button again, upgrades, you could do let's have a look, what other effects have we got? There we go. So we can use the snap on the upgrade button. So if clicks is greater than 100, you can play the snap sound. If you could do, you could actually change this here. You could do an if else. If it's greater than 100, play those sounds, which is fine. So if you've got enough to upgrade, then play the sound, which is the snap sound. If you've not got enough money to upgrade, then you can play the let's do the meow sound. So here I haven't got enough money to upgrade. Let me show you the start. I've not got enough money to upgrade, so if I click on it, it'll say meow. It will really annoy me. There we go. I'm going to get rid of that pop sound because it's already driving me mad. There we go. With a click one, if you're going to do anything, do a very subtle sound. I'd probably not do anything on the clicker sound because you've got the clicking sound of the mouse itself. There we go. Let's just try that. So now, hopefully, once I get to 100, if I click upgrade, there you go, it upgrades and it sets it back there. Right, there you go. That's your entire game. Good luck. In terms of making improvements, I would probably look at adding sound effects or adding some background music, using a background music loop. Also do some different upgrades. So you might have one that increases it by a random amount. So you could have a different upgrade button here where if you click it, it gives you a random bonus or deletes all of your clicks. Who knows? But there you go. Any suggestions, feedback? Put them in the comments on the video, and as always, click on the subscribe link, which should appear around here somewhere if you like my videos and you want to subscribe. There you go. Good luck and have fun scratching.